battle for the MVP, or as it really should be called, battle of the MVPs, because this season we had 3 MVP candidates playing crazy. We have Joel Embiid, as you know, Nikola Jokic, as you know, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, as you also know, playing at a crazy historic level, all 3 of them with 3 separate arguments. The problem is they've all been playing at such a high level that they are being discredited in all of their own ways and taken away from the beauty of this season. A few months ago, we had to deal with Kendrick Perkins saying this.
When it comes down to guys winning MVP since 1990, it's only 3 guys that won the MVP that wasn't top 10 in scoring. Steve Nash, Jokic, Dirk Nowitzki. What do those guys have in common? I'll let it sit there and marinate. You think about it.
Which led to JJ Redick saying this.
I want to just say something. Stephen A., I mean no offense to you, and I mean no offense to First Take. It is an honor to be on this desk every day. What we've just witnessed is the problem with this show, where we create narratives that do not exist in reality. The implication, what you are implying, that the white voters that vote on NBA are racist. Just said that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That is exactly.
And now has potential voters polls looking like this. So with that, you have a situation where all of a sudden Jokic is no longer the favorite because everyone now is picking Joel Embiid. And fuck it, we know what it is. We looking at this award like, here, damn, take it. It doesn't even feel like it's being earned anymore, because instead of people appreciating the greatness we're watching, it's coming down to who can be belittled the most. So I want to start this video on a positive note. Shout out Nikola Jokic, shout out Joel Embiid, shout out Giannis, shout out Jason Tatum, and shout out Luka Doncic. Right? These are all players this season who've been playing phenomenal. Jason Tatum had a ridiculous season. Who, averaging 39 and still is in the top 3 MVP candidate. Like, that's crazy. On one of the best teams in the league. Giannis, we know what to expect from Giannis. Best player in the world as far as I'm concerned. Giannis can be a defensive player of the year and MVP this season. Truthfully. Like, he has a chance. And then we have Embiid. Embiid is a monster, elite on both sides of the floor. Even though this season, I think he's been a little bit worse defensively. As long as he's there in the playoffs, we'll be fine. Hoping he actually goes further in the playoffs than he has in previous years. And to be honest, we're going to have to start having that conversation, because he has dodged a lot of smoke. Because if we're being honest, it's getting time to have that conversation with him. And when we're talking about that conversation, I also got to bring up Nikola Jokic, 2-time MVP, that was on pace to be a 3-time MVP, who ran away with the award and then somehow had it taken from him out of nowhere. He is ridiculous. He is amazing. If you have not seen him play in real life, go to a fucking Nuggets game. Go to a Nuggets game. I promise you it is worth it. I went to one. Never will forget it. Never will forget it. Amazing player. But he's also a player that has luckily dodged those deep playoff run conversations. And for his sake, it's not been his fault. Other players have really been the reason why. I had to deal with 2 players being injured all of last season. And truthfully, this year, they're not even really the favorite to get out the West, I don't think, which is kind of crazy. If we have another year of the Jokic and the Nuggets showing up short, we got to start having that conversations with him too. But you know the one MVP candidate that we don't got to have that conversation with? Giannis, who isn't even in the top 2 right now, which is crazy. People act like he just doesn't exist. You came to this video because you think someone should win this award. And we want to talk about why do people think a specific someone should win this award. I think what is happening now is there's been a huge division, and we just haven't been able to enjoy this greatness. Because if I were to pick, I would probably pick Jokic, because I think it's weird that he was the front runner and then all of a sudden is now Embiid, because he dropped 50 on the Celtics team, which is fine. And if I'm gonna be logical, it really should be Giannis. I don't know why he's getting left out of these conversations. Giannis deserves it 100%. He played a lot of the season without a second best player. He played a lot of the season as one of the best defenders in the league, probably going to win a Defensive Player of the Year. If not, it'll probably be even like Brook Lopez, another player on his team who's a phenomenal defender. And that could be part of the argument against him. Like, he's been one of the best players this season. He also plays with a potential Defensive Player of the Year. He does have a great defender in Drew Holiday. He also has an all-star player in Chris Middleton that when he is back and healthy should be able to average a cool 20 points a game and offer great spacing for this team. And they have players like Javon Carter and other role players that are great for the Bucks. Not to mention a coach that has learned how to coach defensively successfully. So because of that, the Bucks look amazing. So that would be my pick for Giannis. If I were to pick for Embiid, it would be because he's just a scoring threat. But even if I'm being real with myself, there's no world where I would pick Embiid over Giannis. When everything Embiid has done, Giannis has done to a higher degree. And he's just not as good of a playmaker as the rest, I'd probably say. Not that he's a bad playmaker by any means. I think he's a pretty good one. But I think Jokic is clearly above him. And Giannis is better than him at playmaking. Outside of that, he's a beast. Like, it's not even going to take away anything from him. And the argument for Jokic has been, one, he was leading the race all season. He's been consistent. He's averaging a triple-double on elite efficiency. Plus, he's the best playmaker here. He's on the best team in his conference, which is also the argument that Giannis has. And why wouldn't he win it? He won it last year, and he's basically having a better season now. He maintained that elite level of efficiency with his best players integrated, and they look great. I just don't. There's no knock on him. I don't have a knock on Jokic. He's shooting almost 40% from three. Like, that's crazy. He's averaging a triple-double at big while still averaging 24.5 points a game. Like, I can't hate on him. I can't hate on any of these players. If I'm being honest, these dudes are crazy. And I would actually encourage you guys to, one, comment down below who you got for MVP and why. Try to have a civil conversation about it. And two, just enjoy basketball. Enjoy this, man. This is a crazy season where we have MVPs battling for the MVP instead of a situation where we know who's going to be the MVP because no one's playing up to par. And I would encourage all of you guys to be positive about this and see this in the playoffs. Now, I will say, Joel Embiid, I am putting you on watch. I'll put you on a red watch alert because if you do not perform MVP level in the playoffs, dropping those 49 and 7 games, and Jokic, there's been a lot of rumblings about you losing to the Lakers, and I love the Lakers. I think the Lakers do have what it takes to beat him. But the other side of the coin, Jokic, you cannot afford to lose to a team like the Lakers. With all disrespect. The Lakers were trash before the trade. Now they're a good-ass team, but you're potentially the 3-time MVP, so you better not fucking lose to them. And Giannis, I don't expect nothing of you. Just keep playing at your level. You deserve the respect. You already won a ring. First out of these 3 to win a ring. Giannis, I expect nothing less of you than, honestly, at the very least, you should be in the conference finals. For real. And if any of these 3 disappoint, I will make a video hating on them. And it better not be the person who won the MVP that disappointed too. Embiid, I promise you, Embiid, I'm waiting because I don't believe in this 76ers team. I couldn't be disrespecting them. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to them. I don't believe in them. Just straight up, I do not believe in the 76ers team. So if this 76ers team does disappoint, I promise you I will have a video out in 0.5 seconds. Hey, it's a good day to be an NBA fan, man. Let's get ready for the playoffs. You can also comment down below what teams are looking forward in today's playoff, in this season's playoffs. Then we got the Cavs, Knicks, and some other teams. It's going to be very interesting. So let's get it. That's all I got for y'all guys today, though. So goodbye.